Now we have already discussed about hardness of water, which is hard water. Now let's discuss about types of hard water. Hard water is classified into two types. One is temporary hardness, the other is permanent hardness. Temporary hardness means hard water contains calcium and magnesium, which is common. Now for this calcium and magnesium, if it is bicarbonate of calcium and magnesium, it's calcium bicarbonate or magnesium bicarbonate in water, then it is known as temporary hardness, which is carbonates. Now it can be removed by boiling. As it is temporary, we can remove by boiling. Like calcium bicarbonate, which is hard water, temporary hard water, when you boil it, you will get CaCO3 plus CO2 plus H2O. Now when magnesium bicarbonate, when you boil it, you will get magnesium hydroxide plus 2CO2. This is temporary hardness. Now let's discuss about permanent hardness, which is non-carbonates. It is due to the presence of non-carbonates, means chloride, SO4 minus 2, NO3 minus 2, sulfate, nitrate of calcium and magnesium. Means even in permanent hardness also it contains calcium and magnesium. This calcium and magnesium, if it is calcium bicarbonate like calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, like calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, then this is permanent hard water. Now you can't remove it by boiling because it is permanent. It requires two methods. It is internal treatment and external treatment to remove permanent hardness. Internal treatment is conditioning and external treatment is lime soda method or zeolite or ion exchange. We will discuss this in detail later. Now this calcium chloride, which is hard water, when you react with sodium zeolite, you will get calcium zeolite, this one calcium zeolite, and this is sodium chloride, this part, which is sodium chloride. So magnesium chloride with sodium zeolite, we will get magnesium zeolite with sodium chloride salt. And calcium sulfate plus Na2ZD, sodium zeolite, we will get calcium zeolite plus Na2SO4. And MgSO4 plus Na2ZD, which is sodium zeolite, will get magnesium zeolite plus Na2SO4. This is permanent hardness. So the hardness is divided into two types, temporary and permanent hardness. Now let's discuss about expression of hardness. Okay, we have identified that it contains bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium or non-carbonates of calcium and magnesium as temporary or permanent. Now how much hard water is there? Expression of hard water, how it is expressed? We can express hard water in terms of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, whose molecular weight is 100, and the units is magnesium per liter or ppm, parts per million. And also there are other two units, which is degree clerk or degree French. We can express hardness of water by using these four units, any one of these four units. This is expression of hard water. Next, degree of hard water. It can be expressed in terms of calcium carbonate or equivalent quantity various calcium and magnesium salts of million parts of water by mass. Means that's another definition, which is amount of hardness causing salt by molecular weight of salt into 100. Amount of hardness causing salt means it might be calcium chloride or calcium sulfate or magnesium chloride or magnesium sulfate or calcium bicarbonate or magnesium bicarbonate, etc. These are hardness causing salt. So the amount of hardness causing salts to the molecular weight of salt, which is Ca, you can consider as CaCO3 or CaCl2, actually CaCl2 or CaSO4 into 100. For example, if the amount of CaHCO3 is 16.2 ppm. Now to find degree of hardness, the amount of calcium, if calcium bicarbonate is 16.2 ppm, then degree of hardness will be amount of hardness causing salt, amount is 16.2 ppm divided by molecular weight of salt. Molecular weight of this salt is 162 into 100. So you will get 10. So degree of hardness is 10 if it contains calcium bicarbonate. In this way we will find degree of hardness. Next one. Units of hardness. As I already said, in expression of hardness, it can be expressed in terms of CaCO3 in magnesium per liter or ppm. The units of hardness means how we have units like meter, kilometer, centimeter. Similarly, in hardness also we'll be having 4 units. One is ppm, magnesium per liter, degree Clark, degree French. ppm means parts per million. Number of parts of CaCO3 in million parts of water. So number of parts of CaCO3 equivalent hardness causing salt to in million parts of water is parts per million. Magnesium per liter, mg per liter, is the number of milligrams of CaCO3 in 1 liter of water. Degree Clark, number of parts of CaCO3, how much CaCO3 is there, those number of parts in 70,000 liters of water, 1 glutton of water. Next, degree French is the number of parts of CaCO3 in 10 power 5 liters of water. Means how many parts of CaCO3 is there in 10 power 5 liters of water is degree of French. How many, the number of parts of CaCO3, how many parts of CaCO3 are there in 70,000 liters of water is degree of Clark. And number of milligrams of CaCO3 in 1 liter of water is mg per liter. And number of parts of CaCO3 in million parts of water is ppm. That's it. These are units of hardness. Thank you.